Hi friends! Welcome to Steady Ground Yoga with Tanya. Wherever you've arrived from, you've landed in the right place. This is class 2 of the series, Take Flight. As always, every class is for everybody, from the very beginner to the more experienced yogi. Take whatever is on your mat today. Let's get started. We're going to start a little different today. Supta Baddha Konasana. You're going to lie down, soles of the feet touch, knees open into a butterfly. One hand to belly, one hand to heart. Close the eyes if you feel comfortable. Let the shoulders soften down. If feet together, knees apart does not feel good for your hips right now, do the opposite. You can bring the knees together and the feet wide on the mat. Take a long exhale through the mouth. Inhale through the nose. And then let it go. Seal the lips through the nose. Inhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold. Through the nose. Exhale. 4, 3, 2, 1. Continue that breath on your own, inhaling and exhaling through the nose. Find softness between the eyes. Relax the muscles around the jaw. Allowing yourself to fully be present here. If you'd like to set an intention or dedicate your practice to somebody or something, or maybe there's a word or a phrase or a mantra you'd like to embody throughout session today, I invite you to find that, be that. But know if none of that works for you, you can continue to follow the breath in and follow the breath out. On an exhale, flutter the eyes open. Bring the hands to the outsides of the knees. Assist the knees together. Hug the knees toward the chest. Hands on shins. Roll out the hips clockwise, counterclockwise. Keep the back of the head down. Shins parallel to the sky. Hands on your thighs. Press the low back into the mat. You should feel a little engagement to the center. As you press the low back down, press the hands into the legs. Inversely, press the legs back into the hands. You should feel a little shaking. If not, you have to press a little bit harder. We're creating resistance here to fire up the center. Knees to chest, roll out the hips clockwise, counterclockwise. We're going to do that again. Shins parallel, hands on thighs. Low back presses into the mat. So if I were right next to you right now, I shouldn't be able to slide my hand underneath you. Press the hands into the legs, legs into hands. Make yourself shake. You can maybe hear a little shakiness in my voice right now. Beautiful. Knees to chest, roll out the hips. Take a little happy baby, grab whatever's there, the feet, the ankles, the shins, rock gently side to side. Bring shins parallel to the sky, clasp the hands behind the head, elbows wide. As you inhale, curl up. Imagine the knees and the elbows can connect. And then as you exhale, extend the legs 45 degrees and let the head hover. Bring it in. Inhale. Press it out. Exhale. Continue on your own. Good. Now, next time the legs are extended, hold them there in that extension. Keep the elbows wide. The back of the head still hovers. For 3, for 2. Knees to chest. Relax. Let's make a diamond shape with the legs. So toes and heels touch. Knees are out a little wide. So you're making a diamond shape. Reach the palms up to the sky. As you exhale, curl up. Imagine the elbows pressing into the legs and the legs pressing back into the elbows. Palms are reaching toward the toes. And then curl the low back away from the mat. Good, bring it back down. Inhale up. Press, press, press. Good, bring it down. Twice more. Up and down. Last time up. Last time down. Hug knees to chest. And then take a long stretch on your mat. Extend the arms and the legs. Maybe roll out the wrists a little bit. Point the toes, arch the low back away from the mat. Bring the knees to the chest, cross the ankles, rock and roll the length of the spine. Meet me in a seat when you're ready. Once you've found the seat, reach the arms all the way up. Inhale. Cactus the arms, squeeze the shoulder blades together. Now pull the elbows back. Take an inhale. On an exhale, bring the palms and the elbows together and round the back. Let's open back up in that cactus, squeeze the shoulder blades. The otter is here. And then bring it back in. Good, one more time we open. One more time we close. Reach the arms all the way up, inhale. Come to all fours, exhale. There's a little otter here frolicking in the waves. It's the cutest thing. Find some movements with your hips, your shoulders. Roll out the head and the neck. You can make this movement really fluid. Good, find a stillness in tabletop. On an inhale, reach your right arm up and out, make a fist, roll out the wrist. On an exhale, thread the needle, open the palm, shoulder hits the mat. Left hand stays or reach the left hand forward. Think about peeling your heart over toward the right hand. Left hand underneath the shoulder, right arm reaches up. Inhale. Replace the right hand back to mat, exhale. Left arm reaches high. Make a fist and roll out the wrist. Thread the needle. Right hand stays or right hand comes forward. Imagine peeling your heart toward the left hand. Right hand underneath the shoulder, left arm sweeps to the sky. Inhale. Release it to the mat. Child's pose, toes touch, knees wide. Friends, I invite you this space to rest. Take a breath, take a moment, come here anytime. Downward facing dog, meet me there. As you move and pedal through the feet, maybe you shift side to side in the shoulders. As we find a steadiness in down dog, start to lift the heels away from the mat. Inhale. Release the heels down. Exhale twice more. Heels up. Heels down. Heels up. Heels down. Like a wave, ripple forward into high plank and pause. Hold. Pull the hips toward the heels. Inhale. Down dog, exhale. Let's do that twice more. Roll into plank. Inhale. Pause on the exhale. Inhale, hips to heels. Exhale, downward facing dog. One more time. Roll forward. Inhale. Pause on the exhale. Hips to heels, inhale. Downward facing dog. Beautiful. Begin to walk the hands to the back of the mat by the feet. Let the arms dangle. Bend the knees a lot. Rock the hips side to side. Good, find a stillness. Round the back, one vertebra at a time, we roll up, allowing the shoulders to come into ears, slide shoulders down the back, palms and heart open, close the eyes or soften the gaze, take a big breath in, and a bigger breath out. Bottom of the exhale, open the eyes, arms sweep to the sky, inhale. Cactus the arms, begin to lift through the heart, exhale. Arms up, inhale. Bow forward on the exhale. Halfway lift. Fold forward and walk into plank. Begin to rock and roll forward and back in plank. When you rock forward, let the shoulders come past the wrists. Keep the hands super strong into the mat. Next time you shift forward, stay there. Knees up or down, lower all the way to the belly. Allow the elbows to pull in. Find a baby cobra, inhale, heart up, belly down, elbows back. Exhale, release. Bring it up. Exhale, release. One more time, bring it up, pause and hold. Reach your arms forward, press the tops of the feet down. As you exhale, cactus the arms, lift the chest a little bit higher. Inhale, sweep the arms forward. Exhale, cactus, and lift the heart. Reach forward. Cactus, again, keeping the feet down, lifting to the heart. Bring the hands by the chest, release all the way down, and just give the hips a little wiggle side to side. Beautiful. Reach the arms forward again. This time, lift the legs. Think about squeezing the inner thighs together. Good. Cactus the arms, lift the heart, and then reach them forward. Inhale. Exhale, cactus. Keep the legs lifted. Reach forward. One more time, we cactus. Reach forward. Bring the hands by the chest. Release the legs down. Tabletop on the inhale. Downward facing dog. Exhale. Good. Look forward. Bend the knees. Make your way to the top. Halfway lift. Bow forward. Reach the arms to the sky. Inhale. Chair pose. Exhale. Good. Sit a little bit deeper into that chair pose if you can. Bring the left knee into the chest, standing tall through the right leg. Step back, crescent lunge. Widen the stance for more support. Pull the right hip back in space. Sink a little bit deeper. Right hand to right hip. Left arm reaches up and over. You should feel a nice stretch in the left hip flexor. Lift through the left heel. Bend deeper, right knee. Squeeze the inner thighs toward one another. Arms up, inhale. Hands down, exhale. Plank pose. Friends, shift forward an inch, lower halfway or all the way. Open the heart, upward facing dog or cobra, downward facing dog. Look forward, bend the knees, make your way toward the top. Find a little halfway lift. Forward fold. Inhale, sweep the arms up. On an exhale, sit the hips back, chair pose, and pause. Pull the mat apart with your heels. Sink a little bit deeper. Left foot stays down, right knee into chest. Standing strong through that left side. Step the right foot back. You might need to widen the stance for more support. Left hand, left hip. Right arm reaches up and over. Keep extending your right heel back. Inner thighs squeeze toward one another. Arms to the sky, reach, inhale. Hands frame the foot, exhale, step back, plank. Lower through chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Friends, you can always skip that flow. Add push-ups to build heat. Do what feels best. Look forward, bend the knees, come to top. Lengthen the spine. Bow forward. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, chair. Right foot stays, left knee comes to chest. Step back. Find balance. Right hand, right hip. Left arm sweeps up and over like you're reaching into a cookie jar. Arms overhead, inhale. Hands down. Find your flow or just meet downward facing dog. You're doing a great job. Remember that. One more round. Look forward, bend the knees. Step, hop, or float toward the top. Lengthen the spine, squeeze the shoulder blades. Exhale, forward fold. Arms up, inhale. Chair pose, exhale. Left foot stays, right knee to chest. Step back, crescent lunge. Left hand, left hip, right arm sweeps over. Arms to the sky. Hands down, chaturanga. And we meet down dog. Take a big breath in and a big breath out. Walk the hands to the back of the mat by your feet. Balasana yogi squat. So bring the feet really wide. Maybe half of your foot's on the mat, half of your foot's off. If you need support, put something underneath the seat. Hands to heart center. Press the elbows into the insides of the knees and the insides of the knees back into the elbows. Creating that resistance, kind of like what we did in the very beginning of class when we had our hands on our thighs. Just creating some resistance to open up the hips. Lift your hips up about an inch and pause. Hands to mat, forward fold over the legs, bring the feet hips distance apart. You can take a rag doll, you can hook the peace fingers around the big toes, maybe bending through the elbows, let the head be really heavy here. And breathe. Beautiful. We're going to come back into Malasana. Toes out, heels in, hands to heart. And bring your hands to the mat. And bring your feet to touch, knees wide. Okay? Hands to mat. Now make sure your shoulder and your wrists are at an angle. If your hands are too close to your feet and there's no angle, there won't be enough leverage to rock your weight forward. Okay? So your hands are at an angle from shoulder to wrist. Lift the hips and just start to lean forward. That's it. Lean forward, round the back, and pull the navel in. And let's come back down. We'll do that 2 more times. Press the palms into the mat, lift your hips first, and then just start to lean forward. Feel the shift of weight from back to front. Pause. Lift the hips high, round the back, and come back down. We'll do that 1 more time. Okay. Lift the hips, start to lean forward, bend through the elbows. Look forward, not back. Let's bring it back down. Forward fold over the legs, bring the feet hips distance. Maybe sway the hips, pedal through the feet. Right hand comes underneath the face. You can plant the hand or you can put a block underneath the hand for support. Bend the right knee, left arm sweeps to the sky. Rock the weight more toward the heels. The left hand can come into a little half bind if that feels right. Let that go. Left hand down, left knee bends, right arm up. Good, let that go, downward facing dog. Take an inhale, and then take an exhale. Good, from here, let's drop the knees to the mat. All right, we're going to come into hero's pose, which can be a pretty intense quad stretch. You can always put a block underneath your seat. So pull the hips back so the hips are in between the ankles. This is a perfect place to stay. Or bring the forearms down. Think about pointing your knees forward. As you point the knees forward, you'll feel a little stretch in your quads. Lift the heart. Now, if you'd like to come all the way down, bring your elbows to the mat and just lay all the way down. That works too. Hands can come to your ankles. Hands can reach overhead. You choose. Breathe here. If you're lying all the way down, bring your elbows back to the mat. Press the elbows down. Begin to lift up and then bring your hands to the mat. Come all the way up. All right, meet me back in tabletop. Begin to swing the hips to the right, hips to the heels, left, back to center. Continue to move the hips in this clockwise motion. And then switch directions. Good, find a stillness and center. Find a seat. I like to cross my ankles and then just kind of roll back over my ankles to find my seat. Moving toward the front of the mat. From here, close the eyes. Palms rest up or down on the knees. Shrug the shoulders into the ears. Exhale, slide the shoulders down the back. Let's do that 1 more time. Shoulders up and shoulders down. Take a moment here. Find grounding through the seat. The crown of the head lifts a centimeter higher. Bring the palms to touch your heart center and allow the thumbs to raise the sternum. Press the sternum back up into the thumbs. Friends, I invite you to find a word or a phrase or envision something that just makes you happy, brings you joy, love, and try to carry this off of the mat with you today. If anything or anybody steps into your path or derails you, come back to this moment, come back to this breath. Find a sense of joy, happiness, and love. Bring the thumbs to third eye center, lift the chin. Thank you so much for trusting me and allowing me to guide you through your practice as we bow forward. Namaste. That concludes session 2 of Take Flight. I hope you enjoyed, and I can't wait to see you next time. Bye.